Breaking news tonight on several fronts on the coronavirus pandemic. Coronavirus.
COVID-19.
Coronavirus.
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 The virus.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
The virus.
Coronavirus.
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 Wuhan in China.
The virus.
Wuhan. The virus.
The epicenter of the coronavirus, Wuhan. The coronavirus.
Coronavirus, Wuhan, bats.
The bats.
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 The bats.
The original source of this virus was bats.
Bats. Bats. Bats.
Bats.
Bats.
Bats. Bats. Bats. Bats.
Bats. Bats.
Along the lines of bats again, if bats are eating fruit in trees and then animals are being kept under the trees, such as pigs or horses, they can come into contact with urine and feces from the bats and get infected that way.
Shows novel characteristics and appears to be chimeric in origin. Virus is 15 to 19 kilobases in length and containing 6 to 10 genes. Typical of a paramyxa virus, potentially
King
a
Kong,
mutant on
and Frankenstein, all in
one.
one.
Hold on, shit, I'll call you back.
And you've got it in there, haven't you?
Oh, really? Look,
Where did it
get
come
away
from
here,
Military,
Alan. You're not a
industrial,
doctor and you're
genetically
not a
modified
writer.
organism. Yes, I am a writer. I am a journalist, and there's informed discussion on the blogosphere that this is a biological weapon.
Look,
Where did it
get
come
away
from
here,
Military,
Alan. You're not a
industrial,
doctor and you're
genetically
not a
modified
writer.
organism. Yes, I am a writer.
As the world struggles to contain the new virus, a new speculation from the Chinese scientists who believe it may have originated at a research facility not far from the Wuhan fish market.
virus. You know about this whole thing?
We have it totally under control. It's one person coming in from China.
We pretty much shut it down, coming in from China. The coronavirus outbreak in China.
China, you know about where it started. Just shows you what can happen. Everything can be perfect, and then you hear, gee, there's a bug, there's a flu, there's a virus. They didn't know what it was in China. And I said, uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Who would think that this was going to happen? You hear, it starts with a problem that they have in China.
So let's get this right. A virus starts in China, and the Democrats' single talking point, and you see it, is that it's Donald Trump's fault, right? It's Donald Trump's fault. No.
Nobody is blaming us for the virus. Nobody. They're not blaming us. This started in China. Thousands and thousands of cases in China.
Coronavirus came from China.
U.S. officials accuse the Chinese government of spreading conspiracy theories about the coronavirus.
China is working behind the scenes to downplay the coronavirus outbreak, even going so far to falsely accuse the United States for starting it.
American officials have pointed to this tweet from a spokesman for China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs saying, quote, "It might be U.S. Army who brought the epidemic to Wuhan. Be transparent. Make public your data. U.S. owe us an explanation."
They know where it came from. We all know where it came from.
We're working very hard to find out where this virus came from, to treat it, and to vaccinate against it if we can. We don't know all of that yet. We just don't know.
There's no evidence U.S. soldiers visiting Wuhan in October carried the virus.
This tweet from a Chinese government spokesperson claiming that the U.S. Army brought the virus to Wuhan.
More than 2 million tweets worldwide across 6 weeks earlier this year spread coronavirus conspiracies. The most prolific lies that the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation created it and it was manufactured as a biological weapon.
We're not ready for the next epidemic. If anything kills over 10 million people in the next few decades, it's most likely to be a highly infectious virus. But we've actually invested very little in a system to stop an epidemic. So next time we might not be so lucky. You can have a virus where people feel well enough while they're infectious.
Sometimes people can be contagious without even having symptoms.
That they get on a plane or they go to a market. The source of the virus could be a natural epidemic like Ebola, or it could be bioterrorism. And so there are things that would literally make things 1,000 times worse. In fact, let's look at a model of a virus spread through the air like the Spanish flu back in 1918. So here's what would happen. It would spread throughout the world very, very quickly. And you can see there's over 30 million people die from that epidemic. So this is a serious problem. We should be concerned.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in the United States and the World Health Organization in Switzerland confirmed today that Dr. Ian Sussman of San Francisco has succeeded in growing the MEV1 virus in a laboratory setting.
He grew it.
He tried antibodies and immunological knockout lines like we did, but the key was a fetal bat cell line from Geelong. We didn't have it.
He grew it in a BSL-3. Allie, what the hell is he doing working with it in a BSL-3?
Ignoring me.
As people return home from their holidays. Yes?
Dr. Cheever, how many people are infected and how many have died?
Well, those numbers are changing as we speak.